Hi, my name's Alex, and I'm here to help you keep your phone number when you move to a new country. So I live here in Portugal, and I was able to keep my phone number that I've had for 15 years by following this system. It's really not too complicated. It might feel like it at some points, but these 2 steps will help you keep your phone number and be able to do a lot of things. Now, the reason why I do it this way is first and foremost, I want my friends and family to be able to call me. My friends and family that are not super great at the whole technology thing, they can just call my phone and it rings right where I'm at in Portugal. If I'm traveling, if I'm in the United States, if I'm in another country, no worries. Secondly, I get 2-factor authentications. That I have to make sure is set up before I leave, before the porting happened. So all of those bank accounts and credit cards and Facebook and email and all those things I had set up to my regular phone number before I did any of this. And because I did that, it still works, not a problem. And third, I like my phone number. I was able to keep it, and now I can use that phone number for any long lost friends that I haven't heard from in years. They can still reach me. Now, this isn't going to work for you if you go back to the United States like 7 or 8 or more times a year. The reason being is because you'll have to get a pay-as-you-go plan when you go back to the United States. Now for me, I go back once or twice a year. It's really easy. I just pop into a Walmart or a Target or a Verizon or wherever, and I get a pay-as-you-go plan. And it's usually like $10 to $20. It's 5 gigabytes. Everything works just fine. So let's get right into this, and hopefully I can help you out. Wonderful. So here we are. This is our favorite website, google.com. Make sure that you have a Google account. Now, if you do not have a Google account, you need one for this service. And you're going to go to sign in. It's going to show you all of my emails. And you're going to hit create account. But I'm not going to share that yet. I want to take you to the website first. So we're going to search for Google Voice. The product we're using today is called Google Voice. It is a voice over IP, which is a voice over internet protocol, basically an internet phone. It doesn't have a SIM card. It doesn't have a landline. The phone lives on the internet. It's a phone of the future. So we're going to select Google Voice, and I'm going to guess this is for personal use. I'm sure you can use this for business use. I have not done that. All right. If you're using a phone right now, just click Android or iOS, depending on what phone you're using. We're using a desktop computer, so we're going to select web. All right. So we're going to enter an email. I have a new email just for this. And you would just enter your Google email here or your Gmail. And I'm going to enter my password. All right. I am not going to enter this. You should as a backup just in case. But here we are. We're getting to the Google Voice screen. And this is an app that will live on your phone and you can access from the computer. As it says, it's a free phone number to take control of your communication. You can do a lot of reading into what this actually is. I'm not going to do that for you today. It's just basically a free phone from Google. All right. So this is the next step. I'm from Maine, so I'm going to hit Portland, Maine, right? Why are we selecting a phone number if we want to keep our old phone number or the phone number that we have currently? Well, we're selecting a phone number. It's like an email address. It is a place marker. This phone number will go away once we get our number that we have ported over to Google Voice. So let's select any random number. We're going to claim that. So we have to verify this phone number. And that's just going to be the phone that you have now. It's almost like a 2-factor authentication. So the reason why it does this, and I'm looking on my phone because I'm getting my Skype phone number. It's a forwarding service. So Google Voice is not going to make your phone ring. Google Voice is going to forward that call to your new phone number. Now, this seems a little weird and complicated. I'll get to that. But most importantly, just put your phone number in here. I'm going to put my phone number in here. And it is, all right. So it's going to send me a code. As you can see, it's right there. It is, I'm not going to show you this because it just told me not to share it with anyone. All right, so you won't see the screen. So as you can see right here, this is connected to another Google Voice account. It's my own account. I'll be able to fix this later, but yes, no worries. I'm going to hit claim and finish. All right. So this is important. We are here in Google Voice. We can make a phone call to anyone we want. We can 411. That's actually going to connect. We're not going to do that now because I'm going to show you something very important. Okay, so this is the next step, and it's the most important step. This is checking to make sure that you can actually port your phone number over to Google Voice. Now, what does this mean? This basically means that Verizon or AT&T or whoever you have this phone number with, whatever SIM card is in your phone, is able to give that phone number to Google Voice. Now, the most important thing is that you own this phone. You cannot be paying this phone off. You need to own this phone outright. It's the only way that this is going to work. So if you're still paying off this phone, it's not going to work. But I promise you, by paying off this phone now, you'll be able to save a lot more money by not having to pay your phone bill anymore. Okay, so now that your phone is unlocked and you own the phone, hopefully, and if not, I'm sorry, but you should go and do that. I'm going to include this link in the description of this video. You're going to go here and you're going to check your phone number. My phone number is certainly not this phone number, but I am going to go check it. So I'm going to put this in and check. Now, why this is important? This is important because if this doesn't work, then this service will not work for you. So you don't have to go any further. You're going to have to find something else. And I'm sure there's something out there for you. I don't know what that is, and I'm sorry, but hopefully it works. It works like 80%, 95% of the time. So you're going to get a message like this. Oops, the number appears to be from an area we don't currently support. Something like that. Mine, I had a Verizon phone number and it was fine. Now, if it says great, amazing, it's not going to say that, but if it doesn't say this and it approves, it's going to take you to the next part, which is the review porting conditions. Stop what you're doing. You do not want to port this phone number until you are at the airport, until you are ready to be in the country that you are moving to. The reason being is that it's going to start the process of taking your phone number from Verizon or AT&T and giving it to Google Voice. You don't want that to happen. And it's a lot easier at the airport, or maybe you're staying at a hotel the night before at the airport. Easy peasy. I would do it then. Do not do it now. So you're going to review the porting conditions. You're going to go and put the account information. It might ask you for some things. I know that it asked me for a PIN. I had to call Verizon. They were very nice. It took maybe 2 minutes. You're going to confirm that transaction and then you're going to pay for it. It's going to give you a status screen and it's going to give you a status website that you can go and check the status. Perfect. You've completed this now, or at least you know. I know we all like to plan, so at least you know that you can do this when you get to the airport or when you get to the hotel. You do need to do this while you're in the United States or Canada. This has to be done when you're in the United States or Canada. Please make sure you do that. All right, so you know that you can port your phone number to Google Voice. What's the next step? Well, the next step is to select and set up your Skype phone number. What's Skype? Skype is basically a messaging tool. I've been using it for years. It's awesome. You are going to buy a phone number on Skype, and Skype is an app that will sit on your phone. The phone number costs $39 for 1 year. You can pick wherever you want to be from. I would click the United States. So let's click that. And then I'm definitely not from New York. New York's a beautiful place, but let's select Maine. All right. And so I'm going to select this great phone number and I'm going to hit continue. When I hit continue, it's going to ask for my login information. If you do not have an account with Microsoft, you can select create one. It's right below it. Really easy. It's free to select an account. It costs $39 to keep the phone number. Okay, so you're probably wondering why you now have 2 brand new phone numbers. Well, remember, you don't. The Google Voice phone number that you selected is going to become your old phone number. So the number that you're porting to Google Voice is now that Google Voice number. The number that we selected at the beginning was just a placeholder. This number is your forwarding number. So Google Voice needs a number to forward to. Now you can do that to your Portuguese phone number or your English phone number or your South African phone number. You could, I find it to be way more cost effective to be ported to this American number, well, ported to the Skype app. Now, it's $39 to get that phone number, but it's also free for anyone to call. And as long as you have a Wi-Fi or data connection, anyone can reach you. So in my situation, I have a local data SIM. I pay about 20 euros a month for unlimited data because I like to look at Instagram and YouTube. But I pay for a local SIM card so I always can be connected and I always can receive the calls. So my phone rings because Skype is telling my phone to ring. Skype is just an app that lives on your phone. It's really easy once you sign into it. You don't have to worry about Google Voice anymore. This all sounds really complicated, and I assure you it's not, because once you're done this, it's easy, it's done, it's free, easy peasy. Now, if you want to make phone calls to the United States, you can do that with Skype. It's actually quite easy. I pay $3 a month for limited calls to any phone number in the United States. I can call my bank, I can call my credit card, I can call my grandmother, my parents, my brother, my best friends, I can call anyone I want. I can call local businesses, and I can do that all through Skype for $3 a month. Now, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I do that because I call a lot of people. So let's review this. First and foremost, you set up Google Voice, right? We're here, we live in Google Voice. Then you set up Skype. We live in Skype. So then you get to the hotel or the airport before you leave. You don't need that phone number anymore. You're moving to your new country. That's when you start porting your phone number over. And possibly by the time you get to your new country, everything lives online. You have nothing to worry about at all. It shouldn't be so difficult. I know this seemed really complicated, but I promise you it's not. It's filling these forms out, signing up for these items, and then really it becomes quite affordable. For me, it's a $20 Google Voice one-time fee to keep that phone number forever on Google Voice. Then I pay $39 every year once to keep that forwarding phone number, and then I pay $3 a month to call any phone number in North America or the United States and Canada. And that comes out altogether $6.25 a month to be able to have a phone number, to be able to be reached. And I think it's worth it. I really, really hope this works for you. Works for me. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'd be happy to help. And remember that if you're going back to the United States or Canada, you can just pop into any of those stores, put a SIM card in, and do a pay-as-you-go plan and continue to use everything that you use now. But have a great day, and just remember, wherever you're going, if you're immigrating to a new place, that it's going to be so worth it. And these challenges are really nothing when you're following your dreams.